Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some more 1978 Yankees baseball. This is the first of a four-game series against the Tigers. The Tigers come to New York, and leading off is center fielder LaFleur. Batting second, playing left field is Kemp. Batting third, DH and Staub. Batting fourth, playing first base is Thompson. Batting fifth, playing third base is Rodriguez. Batting sixth, playing right field is Stanley. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Parrish. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Trammell. Batting ninth is the second baseman Whitaker, and on the mound is Steve Baker rather. And for the New York Yankees, you got leading off playing right field is John Stone. Batting second, playing short is Staley. Batting third, playing third is Nettles. We're going to change this lineup. Sorry about that. Reggie's moving up. Reggie's moving on up. And Pinella's going to move up. There we go. So batting fourth, DHing is Jackson. Batting fifth, playing left field is Pinella. Batting sixth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting seventh, playing center field is Thomason. Batting eighth, playing second base is Garcia. Batting ninth, doing the catching is Heath. And on the mound is Don Gullick. Let's get down here to Yankee Stadium and get started. And lead it off here for the Tigers is LaFleur, batting 303 with 8 homers and 30 RBIs. This is Dungullick's sixth start of the year. He's 4-1 with a 3.82 ERA. Here's the pitch to LaFleur. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 6. And that's going to be a base hit. LaFleur gets aboard here with a leadoff single. And LaFleur, is he going to take off here? He's going to take off and try to steal. So that'd be a -4. That'll be a 27. 53 or lower, he's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. So LaFleur gets down the second. And now you got Steve Kemp at the plate. The runner in scoring position. And Steve's batting .317 with 8 homers and 47 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Kemp. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gullick strikes him out. And there's one down. And Rusty Staub comes to the plate. And Rusty's batting .305 with 12 homers and 53 RBIs. And that's going to be a 34 and an 8. Might be fielding column 1. Yep, that's fielding column 1. 28. Yep. And he's going to look the runner back to second. Fire over to first. And now there's 2 down and a runner still at second for Jason Thompson. And Thompson's batting .329 with 21 homers and 58 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this against the lefty. That'll be a 12. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And that's going to, how LaFleur is supposed to hold. Was supposed to hold. Go back here. He was supposed to hold. That was supposed to be a ground ball down the short. Runner on second was supposed to hold. Yeah. 31, that'll be a so, and then that'll be a base hit into right field on a 3 with 2 outs. And that'll be a 54. he'll score with no throw. So an RBI single gets the Tigers on the board here in the first. And Rodriguez is up now with a runner down at first base. And 2 outs. Rodriguez is batting .250 with 2 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nettles will fire over to first, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single by Thompson gets the Tigers on the board. Detroit 1, Yankees coming to the plate with Johnstone, Staley, and Nettles. And Jay's batting .286 on the year. No homers and 2 RBIs. This is Steve Baker's 7th start of the year. He's 2-2 with a 4.97 ERA. Here's the pitch to Jay. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. And that'll be out number 1. And Stanley comes to the plate. And Fred's batting .270 with a homer and 5 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. See where he deposits this at in Yankee Stadium. And that ball is blasted in the right field. And that'll be a 1-out double. And the Yankees got the tying run in scoring position with Nettles coming to the plate. And Nettles is batting .312 on the year with 17 homers and 55 RBIs. Can he drive in Fred from second, tie this ball game up? And that's going to be a probably fielding column 35. Yep. And that'll be a ground ball down the first. And that'll get the runner over to third. So now the time runs 90 feet away. Alrighty, so now you got Reggie Jackson up, tying run at third. Jackson batting .314 on the year with 20 homers and 44 RBIs. Can Jackson tie this game up? And that's going to be a base on balls. So Reggie's down at first. So now you got first and third. And 2 outs for Lou Piniella. Can Lou do the job here? Runners on the corner, 2 outs. Pinella's batting .316 on the year with 4 homers and 28 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 9. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. That'll score 1. Can Reggie get down the third is the question. And that'll be a 40. That'll be a 40 minus a 29. 28. And who's up next? Chambliss, a 28 to get down the third. That'll be a 54 or lower. And they throw Reggie out trying to make it the third. Steve Kemp with a nice play, but the run will score. So base hit, the runner gets thrown out going to third. But the Yankees tie the game up. It's 1-1. So we go to the top of the second. Nice play by Steve Kemp. And now on the top of the second, you got Stanley, Parrish, and Trammell due up. And Mickey is batting .302 on the year with 4 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. He fires over to first, and there's 1 out. Lance Parrish comes to the plate now. And Parrish is batting .255 with 6 homers and 19 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Quickly 2 outs here in the second. Alan Trammell comes up, batting .273 with 2 homers and 19 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gary in center. And that's a 1-2-3 top of the second. Alrighty, now you got Chambliss up. Thomason and Garcia due up here. And Chris batting .241 with 6 homers and 44 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Trammell's up with it. Fires over the first, and there's one down. And Gary comes to the plate. Thomason is batting .302 with 1 homer and 6 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this. Let's see where this one's going to go to, folks. Gary blasts this out into right field, and that's going to be a 1-out double. And the Yankees with the go-ahead run in scoring position. And Garcia comes to the plate. He drive him in here and give the Yankees the lead for the first time. Garcia's batting .222, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a 63 and an 8. That's probably fielding 3. And it is. And that'll be a 24. It's going to be a pop-up down the short. Trammell makes the catch. And that'll be out number 2. So it's up to Mike Heath to deliver here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Heath is 0 for 5 on the year. Looking for that first base hit. Not going to happen. That's a fly ball out to Staley. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 1. We go to the top of the third. It's still a 1-1 ball game. And now we got Whitaker due up here. They'll be followed by LaFleur and Kemp. And Whitaker's batting .278 on the year with 2 homers and 13 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center, and there's one down. LaFleur comes to the plate now. He's 1 for 1, stole a base and came around the score in the first. And he gets a hold of this. LaFleur having a good game here. See where this one ends up at in Yankee Stadium. That ball is high. That ball is far. And that ball is out of here, folks. And the Tigers take the lead 2-1 on LaFleur's ninth. Steve Kemp comes up now. He struck out his first time up. That's going to be a base on balls, and all of a sudden Gullick here, after getting the first down, in trouble. A homer and now a walk, and Rusty comes to the plate. 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Can they get another ground ball? Maybe turn 2 with Rusty. And that's going to be back-to-back walks. Don can't find the strike zone after giving up that homer. Trying to be too picky here. So now you got first and second. Jason Thompson's up. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. And that's going to be a third walk. And they go out and just tell him, throw the fucking ball over the plate, buddy. Now bases are loaded. The Yankees are going to play back for the double play. Not trying to give up the big inning here. Bases full of Tigers. Kemp at third. Staub at second. Thompson at first. Rodriguez at the plate, 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be another freaking walk. Jeez, you Pete's 4 walks in a row, walks in a run. They score a run without getting a hit. He's given up a homer and now 4 walks. Still, Mickey's at the plate, and that's going to get that bullpen up. And Mickey is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out his first time up. And finally, they get a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. So Gullick strikes him out. Now there's 2 outs. The defense can play him back. And Parrish is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. As you see, the Yankees got 3 more games here against the Tigers. And they got a double hitter on the second. So here's the pitch to Parrish. And that's going to be, let's see here, 25 on a 7. And that'll be fielding column 1. And they picked a runner passport. And that's going to be a rare play. A rare play on a 36. 36. So a rare play on a 36. Have to re-roll the dice. 15 and a 36. That'll be out to short. Stanley's out there. Nice play by Stanley. And that'll be a pop up down the short. That'll end the inning. But 2 runs come in, 1 on a homer, the other with 5 freaking walks in the inning. 4 walks in the inning. And the Tigers take a 3-1 lead. And now you got the top of the order due up here for the Yanks. You got Johnstone, Stanley, and Nettles. And Jay is 0 for 1 today. Can he get something going here? And he does. He squares it up. See where Jay hits this one at. And that ball is hit out into the left field. And he makes the wide turn, but he'll hold up with a leadoff single. So Jay's down at first. And Stanley's at the plate. And Fred is 1 for 1. He doubled and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. These pitchers are complaining now. It might be the ump. Both pitchers aren't too happy with these calls. So now you got first and second. And nobody out for Nettles. Nettles is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. That'll be out number 1. And that brings up Reggie Jackson. 1 swing and a bat here, and Reggie could give the Yankees the lead. He has walked his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Yankees now have the bases loaded. And Lou Pinella's up. And these pitchers are not happy with that home plate umpire. Now, base is loaded full of Yanks. Jay at third, Fred at second, Reggie at first, and Sweet Lou at the plate is 1 for 1 with an RBI. And that's going to be a 21 and a 7. That'll be fielding column 1 on a 26. And not what the Yankees wanted. That'll be a 4-6-3 double play, and that ends the inning. And the Yankees lead the 3 men on base. And we go to the top of the 4th. It's still a 3-1 game. We got Trammell, Whitaker, and LaFleur due up here in the top of the 4th. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Trammell out for out number 1. And Whitaker comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Chambliss. He takes it himself, and there's quickly 2 outs here in the 4th. LaFleur comes up. He homered his last time up. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI and a stolen base. And he's gone against the lefty. That'll be a base hit in the left field. And LaFleur is on base again. And again, he's going to try to steal here. LaFleur will need a 27, 53 or lower. And he's in there with a stolen base. So LaFleur is in scoring position now with 2 outs. And Kemp at the plate. Here's the pitch to Kemp. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Nettles. And Nettles will fire. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Kemp out. And that'll end the inning. They strand 1 to the bottom of the 4th we go. We've got Chambliss due up, followed by Thompson and Garcia. And Chris is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Trammell. He boots that. That's an E6. And Chambliss is aboard here with an error. So the leadoff batter's aboard. Tying run comes to the plate. Gary Thomason has already doubled in this game. Can he do it again here? And that'll be a base on balls. And the Yankees are making noise again. First 2 batters are aboard. First and second, and Garcia's up. Can Garcia keep this going? He popped up his first time up. And that ball is ripped into left field. And let's see, that should score. That'll score Chambliss easy. That'll be a 57. Chambliss will score easy. The question is, with Thomason, he'll stop at second. So that'll be an RBI single for Garcia. And now the go-ahead runs down at second. Sorry, the tying runs down at second. Go-ahead runs at first. And Mike Heath is up. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a 15 and a 7. That'll be fielding column 1. And that'll be a high pop-up down the second. Whitaker makes the catch for out number 1. Now we're back to the top of the order in Johnstone. Jay's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll be out number 2. So it's going to be up to Fred here to deliver and try to tie this ball game up. Fred is 1 for 1. He has walked and doubled in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And he'll fire over to second. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 2, but they score 1. Cut the lead down to 3-2. So we go to the top of the 5th. Rusty's due up, followed by Jason and Garcia. And Rusty is 0 for 1, grounded out and walked. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Garcia for out number 1. And Jason's up. Jason is 1 for 1. He's walked and singled in the game. Drove in a run. That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's Don's 6th strikeout of the game. Rodriguez comes up. He's 0 for 1. He has walked and driven in a run and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Chris. And that's a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th we go. You got Nettles due up, followed by Jackson and Piniella. You got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Can the Yankees tie this game up with these guys? Nettles is 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3. That's a ground ball back to Baker. He tosses it over to first, and there's 1 down. And Reggie's up. Reggie has walked both times up. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Jackson out. Now there's 2 outs. It's up to Lou Piniella to get something going here in the 5th with 2 outs and nobody on. He's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be another ground ball back to Baker. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. We go to the top of the 6th. Stanley's due up. He'll be followed by Parrish and Trammell. Mickey 0 for 2 struck out his last time up. And that'll be another swing and a miss. Gullett's got his number. There's 1 down. Lance Parrish comes up. He's 0 for 2, struck out and popped up. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a base hit. Lance Parrish gets aboard here with a 1-out single. So Parrish is down at first. Alan Trammell up. And Trammell is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 10. That'll be a fly ball out the left field. Lou makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Talking about Lou, the other Lou Whitaker. He's 0 for 2 today. And that'll be a 10. And that's going to be a base hit. Line drive in the left field. Parrish will stop at second. Lou couldn't get to that one. So Whitaker gets a hit. Now LaFleur is up with first and second and 2 outs. And LaFleur is 3 for 3. He has singled, homered, stolen 2 he's singled twice, stolen 2 bases, and homered in this game. And that's going to be a base on balls. That fields the bases up. Steve Kemp comes to the plate now with the bases full of Tigers. Kemp is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice and walked. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Kemp out. And the Tigers leave the bases loaded. Maybe that's an omen for the Yankees. We get to the bottom of the 6th. You got Chambliss, Thomason, and Garcia due up here. Chris is 0 for 2. He did reach on an error and came around to score back in the 4th. And that's going to be a ground ball. Baker's been busy the last few innings. He tosses it over to first for out number 1. And Gary, he is 1 for 1. He has doubled and walked in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rodriguez. He fires across the diamond. There's quickly 2 outs here in the 6th. Garcia get a 2-out rally started. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI his last time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Garcia's having a nice game here. He's aboard here with 2 outs. And Mike Heath do some damage. Heath is 0 for 2, and he's 0 for 7 on the year. To say the least, he is due. But not today. Baker strikes him out. And the Yankees strand 1. We're going to the top of the 7th in a 3-2 ball game. You got the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Staub, Thompson, and Rodriguez. Rusty is 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fred at short. 1 down. And Jason comes to the plate. Jason Thompson's 1 for 2 with an RBI. He struck out his last time up. That's going to be against the lefty, 12. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Luke just couldn't quite get to it. Takes it on the short hop. There's 1 on. Rodriguez is up. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice and walked. And that's going to be a ground ball. Might not be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a 43 and a 6. Probably fielding 3. Yep. And that'll be a ground ball down the second. Only play for Garcia's over to first. The runner will get in scoring position. Now there's 2 outs for Staley. And Mickey is 0 for 3. Struck out his last 2 times up. and that's going to be a ground ball down to Fred. He fires over the Chambliss, and the Tigers strand one. We go to the seventh inning stretch. It's 3-2 Tigers. That's Ken Castro joins us here. And they're going to let Baker try to get through this inning, but they got the bullpen up just in case. Just in case anybody reaches, that'll be it for Baker. Got the top of the order due up here. John Stone, Staley, and Nettles. And Jay is 1 for 3. Can he get something going here? And that's going to be a fly ball out to LaFleur, and that'll be out number 1. And Fred comes to the plate. Fred is 1 for 2 with a double. Can he reach base here? And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Baker's 3rd strikeout of the game. So it's up to Greg Nettles to keep this 7th inning going. Nettles is 0 for 3 today. And he's going to be 0 for 4 as that's a swing and a miss. And Baker has a 1-2-3-7. To the top of the 8th we go. And Don Gulllett, are they going to let him pitch this 8th inning? That is the question. They might do the same thing here with Gulllett. They might just have him. Gulllett is going to stay in here, but if anybody reaches, they're going to take him out. They got the bullpen up and ready. You got Parrish, Trammell, and Whitaker, the bottom 3rd of the order, due up here. And right away, Lance Parrish gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is high. That ball is far, and we left him in 1 batter too long. Kiss it goodbye. Lance Parrish with his 7th homer of the game. That's going to be it for Don. So who's going to come in here? You got a righty and a lefty. A righty and a lefty coming up. Let's see here. So Clay's going to come in here and pitch. Clay will come in here and pitch. Trying to keep this now a 2-run game. So he'll be facing Trammell, Whitaker, and LaFleur. Nobody on, nobody out. Yeah, exactly, Ken. 1 batter too long. I do that a lot. Like I say, just want to see if he can get through that 8th inning. Yeah. So Clay comes in. This is his 19th appearance. He's 6-2 with a 3.9 ERA. Trammell was 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fred for out number 1. And Whitaker comes to the plate now and lose 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Clay walks Whitaker down to first. LaFleur's up, and LaFleur's having one hell of a game. He is 3 for 3. He's got 2 singles, a homer, and stole 2 bases. Can Clay finally get him out here? And that's going to be against the righty, an 8. And nope, that's going to be a single in the right field. And with 1 out, 40. $26. They're going to send him a 26. That'll be a 52 or lower. He makes it down the 3rd, and he's down the 3rd. So 1st and 3rd, only 1 out. Now play the infield in. Can't afford to give up another run. Steve Kemp's up with runners on the corner and 1 out. And Kemp is 0 for 3. He has struck out 3 times and walked. Hasn't put the ball in play. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. He'll fire over to second. Look the runner back at the third. It's a nice job by Nettles. And now there's 2 down and runners still on the corner. Kemp down at first now, and Rusty Staub at the plate. Rusty's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. That'll score 1, and Kemp with 2 outs most likely is going to make it down the third. I'll say he'll make it down the third easily. So Kemp's down at third, first and third, and now it's a 3-run game, folks, as the Tigers take control here. And Jason Thompson's up. Runner still on the corners, 2 outs. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Johnstone. He makes the catch. But the Tigers score 2, make it a 5-2 ball game. So we move to the bottom of the 8th. And again, they're going to let Baker. They're going to let Baker pitch. We're going to learn from a mistake here. We're going to take Baker out. And you got the lefties coming up. So they'll bring in a lefty if they got one in the bullpen here. So that'll be it for Baker. And Sykes is going to come in the game, the lefty. You got Jackson and then Piniella and Chambliss. So that's it for Baker. Sykes will come in the game. Bob's tired, so he's not coming in the game. Let's rethink this. Did not know Bob was tired. Is Crawford tired? No. Jim Crawford will come in the game and pitch. So Crawford will come in and pitch. He's got the big boys coming up here. And this is Crawford's 16th appearance, 0-1 with a 6.94 ERA. Reggie is 0 for 1. He has walked twice and struck out. You have to put the ball in play. And that's going to be against the lefty in 11. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. So Reggie gets aboard here with a leadoff single. And Lou Piniella comes up. And Lou, he's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a 40. That'll be a 42 and a 7. 42 and a 7. That's going to be a, I said it was a 40. Yep. That's the team. Let's see, 7, 8, 13, 21, 31. And that's going to be a pass ball. Nope. That'll be a rare play. We'll have to re-roll here. 40. 40. A 52 and a 40. And that's going to be hit out to right field. And that is Staley out there in right. And that's not going to be good. That's going to be a single in the right field. A runner scores and the batter to second on throw. So the single in the right field. The runner will score and the batter will get down to second. And just like that, the tying runs at the plate, folks. The Tigers screwing the pooch here. And now you got Chris Chambliss up. He could tie this game up with one swing of the bat. Chris is 0 for 3 today. He is grounded out twice. He did reach on an error and score. And That's going to be against the lefty, a 5. And that's going to be a single in the left field. And let's see here on a 1. And Pinella's going to stop at third with nobody out. So first and third, Yankees making some noise. And this will probably be Crawford's last batter, one way or the other. Because you got the righties coming up next, Garcia and Heath. So you got runners on first and third, nobody out. And now it's a 5-3 ball game. And Gary's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Crawford can't get a damn soul out. And that'll be it for Crawford. And Mr. Jack Morris is going to come out of the bullpen, I believe. Righty's going to come out with the bases loaded, full of Yankees. Morris, is he tired? No, Jack's not tired. So Jack Morris come out of the bullpen here. Crawford couldn't get a soul out. All 3 base runners is his responsibility. And Jack's making his 12th appearance of the year. He's 4-0 with a 1.12 ERA. And the question is, do we want to pitch hit here for Garcia? That is the question. Garcia's having a nice game. He's 2 for 3. We're going to let him in here. So Garcia's going to stay in the game here. Base is full of Yankees, trailing 5-3. Ken Garcia delivered 2 for 3 with an RBI today. And he might just do it against the righty. That'll be a 3, and he does. Garcia having a game of his life here in 78. That's going to be a single in the left field. Let's see if Chambliss can score here. 51. 28 with nobody out. 28 with nobody out. A 54 lower. They're going to send him. And that'll get Gary down to third. So they're sending Chambliss. What did I say? A 50 what? 54? I think that's what I said. Yeah, 54 lower. He's safe. And he's in there. A 2 RBI single. And that ties this ball game up. Now you got runners on the corner and still nobody out. And Mike Heath at the plate. First and third. And the Detroit bullpen is just imploding. Terrible. Heath is 0 for 3 today. And do they make a move here for Heath? I think they are. They're going to pull Heath out. And Munson's going to come in the game. Thurman's going to come in the game here. So Munson's coming in. He's going out. Munson will stay in the catch. Mike Heath is 0 for 8 on the season. So Munson's coming in. See if he can give the Yankees the lead here, the captain. And of course, the Tigers are going to have to play the infield in. Munson's batting .280 on the year with 5 homers and 41 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jack with a big strike out there. Strikes out the captain. And there is 1 down. We're back to the top of the order. And Johnstone. And Jay is 1 for 4. Can he deliver here? Infield still in a 5-5 ball game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. A 34 and a 7. That'll be fielding column 2. And with the infield in. And that's going to be a single through second with the infield in. And that's going to score the go-ahead run. And you got first and second, and the Yankees take the lead here, folks. And this poor Detroit bullpen has screwed the pooch. I've given up 4 runs in this inning. And Fred Staley comes to the plate. The chicken is 1 for 3. He has doubled, walked, grounded out, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play. Down the second, Whitaker's got it. Over to Trammell, over to Thompson. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 4, take a 6-5 lead into the 9th. And you know what that means. Let's see who's due up here. Got the righties due up. That means it is Goose time. So Gossage will come in the game. And the Goose will be going for his 22nd save, I believe. 22nd save. So where's the Goose at? Oh, yeah, and we got to give him a new catcher. Thurman will be catching him. Came in the pitch hit. Okay. So this is the Goose 25th appearance. He's got 21 saves. He's 1-0. 21 saves of yet to give up an earned run. And are they going to pitch hit here for Rodriguez? That is the question. Rodriguez is playing third today. Yes. Phil's going to come in and stay in the game if they tie it up. Mankowski's coming in the game to pitch hit for Rodriguez. Bring in the lefty to face Goose. And like I say, he'll stay in the game and play third if they tie it up or get the lead. And Phil's batting .321 on the year with 3 homers and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be 24. That's a swing and a miss. Goose strikes him out for out number 1. Gotta love that K. I love that K. And now Staley's up. Let's see here. They want to pitch it for Staley. I think they will. Tim Cochran's going to come in here and pitch hit for Staley. Bring in another lefty to face Goose. So Tim will come in here. And Tim is batting .333 with a homer and 18 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one against Goose. Where's this one going to land at? And that ball is high. That ball is far. Tim Cochran comes off the bench and hits a homer, folks. Ties this ball game up. Unstinking believable. These bullpen is screwing the pooch. Home run, Tim Cochran. And it is a 6-6 ball game. Lance Parrish comes to the plate. Lance is 2 for 4 with the homer his last time up. Out, nobody on. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Gary makes the catch. And there's 2 down. And that was the first earned run by Goose all year, folks. And his first blown save of the year. Trammell is 0 for 4. And that's going to be a 23. That's going to be 44 and a 1. And that's going to probably be an error on Goose. Yep, and the Goose screws the pooch on the field also. And now Trammell's aboard here with a 2-out error. And the go-ahead runs at first. Trammell at the plate, 1 for 3. He has walked, singled, flown out, and grounded out. And that'll be a ground ball down the short. He'll go over to second the short way. That ends the inning, but Tim Cochran comes off the bench and ties this ball game up. Need a new third baseman and a new third baseman, a new right fielder. So Phil will come in and play third. And Cochran will stay in the game and play right. And you got Nettles, Jackson, and Piniella due up here. And are they going to let Jack pitch? That is the question. They're going to let him. They'll have a short leash here. They got another lefty in the bullpen. Like I say, Sykes. They could bring Hiller out. But they wouldn't. I wouldn't want to do that yet. I wouldn't want to bring Hiller out. When was the last time Sykes pitched? I know he's tired. When did he last pitch? Oh, he was a starting pitcher last game, so that's not happened. So it's Morris. If Morris can't get the job done, Hiller will come out against the lefties. You got the Nettles, Jackson, and Piniella due up here in a tie ball game. You can see the Tigers are 40-33. They've struck out 293 batters. They've walked 263, given up 113 doubles and 18 triples. Yankees 53-21. They struck out 360 batters, given up 210 walks, and given up 112 doubles and 22 triples. And Nettles is 0 for 4. Can he get off the snide here? And that's going to be against the righty. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Sorry, that'll be a base hit in the right field. Nettles is aboard here with a leadoff single. And now the man, Reginald Martinez Jackson's up. Winning run at first. Reggie's 1 for 2. He has singled, walked twice, and struck out. And that's going to be against the righty, and that's going to be it for. That's going to be a single in the left field, and that's it for Jack. Jack is done. They'll bring out Hiller, even though the lefty isn't up yet. Jack is gone. Hiller's coming in the game. First two batters get aboard here. And Piniella's coming up. And then you got Chambliss and Thomason after that. So John's coming in the game. First and second, nobody out for Lou Piniella. Piniella is 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in this game. Can he do it again here, folks? First and second, nobody out. The bullpens are screwing this game up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the field who just came in the game. A 45 and a 4. And that'll be fielding column 2. And that's going to be the old double play. That'll be the old 5-4-3 double play. Not what the Yankees wanted there. Nettles hits into the double play. Piniella hits into the double play. Nettles makes it down the third. And it's up to Chris Chambliss to walk this game off. Chambliss is 1 for 4, singled and came around to score his last time. Can Chambliss get the job done here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Phil's got it, fires across the diamond. And the Yankees strand a bat runner. We go to the top of the 10th in a 6-6 ball game. Got the top of the order due up here for the Tigers. LaFleur, Kemp, and Staub. LaFleur is 4 for 4 with a homer. He's got 2 stolen bases. Can Goose finally get him out? And nope, that's going to be a base on balls. And the go-ahead runner is down at first, and you know what that means. He's probably going to take off, try to steal here. That'll be a 5. That'll be a 26. 52 or lower. Can Munson throw him out? Nope. He's down there with a stolen base. Gets in the scoring position. So now you got a runner down at second, nobody out. Can Goose get out of this mess with nobody scoring? Steve Kemp is 0 for 4 today. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. 33 and that'll be fielding column 3. And that'll be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Good job by Goose. That K comes in handy. Strikes him out. Big strike out there. And Rusty's up. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI's last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Gary makes the catch. LaFleur's going to stay put. Don't want to get thrown out trying to get the third. A single scoring. So it's up to Jason Thompson here. He is 2 for 4 with an RBI. Here's the pitch from Goose. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 17 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit. That'll be a base hit in the left field. And of course, they got to send him 51 minus a 27 plus an 18. And he's going to score with no throw. And that's an RBI single. And the Tigers take the lead here in the top of the 10th. And Goose gives up his second earned run of the season. And now he's on the hook for the loss. And Phil's up. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lou. He makes the catch. But the Tigers take the lead. We go to the bottom of the 10th and a 7-6 ball game. See if the Yankees can come back here in the bottom of the 10th and tie it. And I'll have to have a pitch hitter here for Gary. And White will come in and pitch hit. See what Roy can do here. He'll stay in the game and play center field if they tie it up. So Roy White's coming off the bench. And White is batting .240 on the year with 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. John strikes him out. That's out number 1. Now you got Garcia's up. Garcia's having a hell of a game here. He is 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs in the day. Not this time, though. That's a ground ball down to his counterpart, Whitaker, at second. He fires over to first. And it's up to the captain, Thurman Munson, to deliver here. Munson's 0 for 1, came in the pitch hit. And here's the pitch to Munson. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Munson out, and that ends the game, folks. The Tigers come back and win this game 7-6 over the Goose. Let's take a look at the box score. Goose's first screw up of the year. LaFleur with his 3 stolen bases. They was big. They was big. And the Tigers, 7 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees, 6 runs, 13 hits and 1 error. The Yankees out hit the Tigers, couldn't outscore them. The Tigers were 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. 3 homers, LaFleur, Cochran, and Parrish. They left 13 men on base. You had LaFleur with his 4-for-4 game, and Jason Thompson 3-for-5. Lance Parrish was 2-for-5. And the Yankees, you had John Stone and Jackson and Pinella. And how about Garcia? 3-for-5. Yankees were 5-for-17 with runners in scoring position, left 9 men on base. And Barker gets a no decision. 7 innings. He pitched a hell of a game. 6 hits, 2 runs, only one of them earned. Walked 4 and struck out 4. And then the bullpen just screwed the pooch. Crawford couldn't get a single solo out. 3 hits, 4 runs, walked 1. Jack Morris comes in 1 inning, gives up 4 hits and strike out 1. Of course, he gave up those 4 runs that Crawford put on the base. And John Hiller comes in, closes the door, gets the win. He's 2-2, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts. Doug Gullick goes 7 innings of no decision, 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 5, struck out 8, and gave up 2 homers. Clay comes in, 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1. And Goose comes in and blows his first save, gets the loss. He goes to 1-1, 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 2, and gave up that big homer to Cochran to tie the game up. Now let's play the rest of the American League here. First up is Boston and Baltimore. Baltimore's been on a 3-game losing streak. They was hot there for a while. Can they help the Yankees out here and keep Boston 9 games back? And the Red Sox win a close one. 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. The Orioles 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. The Rangers and Angels from Anaheim. And the Rangers win 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. The Angels 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. And Kansas City and the A's. Kansas City's been playing some good ball, getting up to second place, just a game or so out of first with the Twins. And Kansas City all over the A's. And that was a complete game by Gale. 10 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. A's 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Then you got the Brewers taking on the Mariners. I didn't want to use the traditional engine. Too late now. Too late now. And Travis with the complete game. The Brewers 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Mariners 1 run, 7 hits, and 2 errors. And the last game in the American League is the Indians taking on the Blue Jays. And the Jays win a close one here. A walk-off win. 5 runs, 18 hits, and 1 error. And the Indians 4 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. Take a look now at the standings and leaderboard for the American League. And with that loss, the Yankees are now only 8 games up on the Red Sox. The Yankees 4-6 in their last 10 games. The Tigers are 11.5 games back with the win. Milwaukee 13 back. The Blue Jays 16.5. Orioles 18.5. And the poor Cleveland Indians are 23.5 games back. And with that win, the Kansas City Royals are only a half a game back of the Minnesota Twins. The Rangers and White Sox are a game and a half back. California 6.5. A's 8.5, and the Mariners 16.5 games back. Jim Rice is leading the American League in everything, a 365 average, 27 homers, and 82 RBIs. Ron Guidry's leading the American League with a 1.82 ERA. Figueroa with 12 wins, and the Goose Stuck on 21 saves because he blew that 22nd one. Jim Rice is leading in MVP voting, and Ed Figueroa leading with a Cy Young votes. And the next game will be game number 2 of this 4-game series. See what the pitching matchup looks like as we move into July, folks. On July 1st, it'll be Billingham going up against Messerschmitt. See if the Yankees can bounce back with that tough loss. I want to thank Ken Castro for joining us here. If you're new and you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the bell. It doesn't cost a thing and helps the channel out. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.